Dear students, how are you? I hope you're fine. As ever, it's a really pleasure to greet you. Last session, we talked about the executive summary for your business idea. We talked about um, the implementation plan, the product, the service, the nature of the idea, and every these concepts are important because they conform our international business plan. Now we're talking about the environment analysis and sector analysis for your external analysis. And this part is important for your market study for your international business plan. Strategy formulation begins with an analysis of the force that make up the competition that exists in the industry in which a company operates. The goal is to understand the opportunities and threats the company faces and use this knowledge to identify strategies that enable it to outperform its rival. The opportunities arise when a company can take advantage of the conditions of its environment to formulate and implement strategies that allow it to be more profitable. For example, think about the increase in the consumption of premium beer represents an opportunity for brewers to expand their sales volume by creating products for that market segments. The threats they occurs when the conditions of the external environment jeopardize the integrity and profitability of the company business. Think about lower beer consumption and the increase in the scale of minimum production efficiency have been threats for the profitability of all brewers in the industry, except for those with a very large mass market. An industry in our sector analysis is important to differentiate for these four concepts. An industry can be defined as a group of companies that offer products or services that are close substitutes to each other, that is, that satisfy the same basic customer needs. A company's closest competitors, its rivals, are those that serve the same basic customer needs. For example, carbonated beverage, fruit punches, and bottled water can be considered close substitutes for each other because they serve the same basic customer needs for non-alcoholic refreshing beverages. Therefore, one can speak of the soft drink industry, whose main representatives are Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, and Cadbury Schweppes. Similarly, desktop and laptop computers satisfy the same basic need that customers have for computing tools for for with which to run personal productivity programs, surf the internet, send emails, play games, and save, display, and manipulate digital images. Thus, one can speak of the personal computer industry, whose main representatives are Dell, Hewlett-Packard, Lenovo, the Chinese company that bought IBM's personal computer business, Gateway, and Apple Computer. The starting point of this external analysis is to identify the industry in which a company competes. To do this, managers must start by looking for the basic needs of the customer served by their company. That is, they must have a customer-oriented perspective of their business. Contrary to the product-oriented perspective, an industry is the supply side of a market, and the companies of the industry are the suppliers. Customers are the demand side of a market and the buyers of the products of the industry. The basic customer needs uh, that are met by market define the limits of an industry. It is very important for managers to realize this if they don't want to incorrectly define the limits of the industry and be affected by the increase in competitors that serve the same basic customers needs with different product proposals. For example, Coca-Cola was long considered part of the carbonated soft drinks industry, that is, carbonated beverage, when in fact it belonged to the soft drink industry, which includes non-carbonated beverage. In the mid of 1919s, 1919s, sorry, increased demand for bottled water and fruit drinks reduced demand for soft drinks, which caught Coca-Cola by surprise, which quickly responded to these threats with the introduction of its own water, the Sunny, and the acquisition of an orange juice producer, Minute Maid, by so narrowly defining the boundaries of the industry. Coca-Cola almost overlooks the rapid growth of the non-carbonated soft drink segment of this market. An important distinction must be made between an industry encompasses several related industries. The computer component industries, for example, the hard drive industry, the semiconductor industry, and the modern industry, the computer tool or hardware industries, for example, the personal computer industry, the laptop computer industry, and the central computer industry, and the computer software industry. The industries of a sector can be related to each other in various ways. The companies that make up the computer's components industries are the suppliers of companies in the computer's tools industries. Companies in the computer software industry provide important plugins to tools, the program that customers buy to run on hardware, and companies in the personal laptop and central computer industries are in indirect competition with each other because they offer products that are in some way substitutes for each other. Um, Companies in the computer software industry provide important plugins to tools, the programs that customers buy to run on hardware, and companies in the personal laptops are central computer industries are in indirect competition with each other because they offer products that are in some ways substitutes for each other. Companies in the computer software industry provide important plugins to tools, the programs that customers buy to run on hardware, and companies in the personal laptop are central computing industries are in indirect competition with each other because they offer products that are in some way substitutes for each other. The the boundaries, sorry, I forgot that what I want to say. When we talk about sector computation, we can use this graphic in the presentation for explain that I say about computer sectors, about industries of components, about tools, and about programs of the computation. And every one of their industries of this sector, sorry, can be substitute for each other. That's we are saying. When we want to do a sector analysis, we can use one of the next three tools: five force model by Michael Porter, strategic group analysis, or analysis of industrial life cycles. It's better if we can use um, every one of theirs, but in this case, we're going to concentrate uh, for talk about just five force model by Michael Porter, and we're going to talk about in the next video. I say thank you for your time and see you for the next video. Have a nice day.